A-fishing we will go, a-fishing we will go. Hi-ho, Terry-o, a-fishing we will go!
Boy, it's gonna be wonderful to have a week off, isn't it?
Yes, sir. In a few minutes, we'll be back at the airport to pick up our fishing gear, and we are off.
And you know, there's one vacation we really earned.
Oh, you're not kidding. We have been up in the air so much in the last 6 months, I think I'm growing feathers on my back.
Yes, and we're also growing a little muscle on the old bank account.
How about that Consolidated Industries? Man, that's some company, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't see how they can make any more money. They must have it all by now.
You know, I think it was awfully nice of the traffic manager to give us a week off in the middle of the contract, too.
Yeah, it sure was. Imagine one whole week. You know, I can just see us tomorrow at this time, wading slowly out into a crystal clear trout stream.
Yeah.
Gently casting out our fly.
Yeah.
Suddenly there's a jerk at the end of the line.
Hey, jerk it with you. Never mind.
A-fishing we will go, a-fishing we will go. Hi-ho, the Mary-o, a-fishing we will go.
Longwood Field calling helicopter 38 Bravo. Come in, please.
Helicopter 38 Bravo, come in.
I've got a message for you.
Hang on to it, Ellen. We'll be in a few minutes. As a matter of fact, you look out the window and you'll be able to see us.
No, don't land. This is a hurry-up call. Mr. John Walters just called. He wants to see you right away at his home.
You tell Mr. Walters, whoever he is, that if he wants to see us, he can come down to our office next week. As of right now, we are on vacation.
I think you'll change your mind once I tell you who he is.
You want to bet?
All right. Mr. John Walters just happens to be the man that owns Consolidated Industries.
Hello, Mr. Walters here. We're from...
Mr. Walters is expecting you.
Oh,
Won't you be seated?
no thanks.
Mr. Walters will be with you in a moment.
Thank you.
Boy, there's someplace, isn't it?
No, I guess it'll keep the rain out. What do you suppose he wants to see us about?
I don't know, but it must be important. Thank you for waiting. You are Chuck Martin. Oh, yes. And you must be P.T. Moore.
Yes, sir. How do you do?
Very happy to know you both. Come in, won't you? Please sit down. Thank you. Oh, would you care for a cigar?
Thanks, no.
You, don't mind if I smoke?
No, go right ahead.
I've had some excellent reports of you boys from my traffic manager. Thank you. It's always good to hear something like that. There's a matter I want you to take care of. It's of some importance to me personally.
Mr. Walters, Chuck and I were just about ready to take off on a vacation, a very much needed one. Well, we know we're under 24-hour call to your company, but we cleared with your traffic manager.
Mr. Moore, you see, this is a matter with which he wouldn't be familiar. I'm sincerely sorry you'll have to postpone your vacation plans, but unfortunately, this won't wait.
We've been working.
What kind of a job did you have in mind, Mr. Walters? I want you to find my daughter's dog. Your daughter's dog? Yes. It's lost.
Oh, now, Mr. Walters.
My daughter... Excuse me. Ask Patricia to step in, would you? She was off on a picnic day before yesterday up around Ferndale, and the dog wandered off. Well, have you checked all the dog pounds in that area? Mr. Martin, I wouldn't be sending you off on this unusual assignment if the matter could be cleared up by telephone. I can assure you my secretary has spoken to every dog pound in the vicinity. You see, a dog can be very important to a child. Oh, I admit there's not much time for sentiment in the world of business, but it can be quite different in the innocent world of childhood. Ah, Patricia. These are the nice men who are going to find your dog for you.
Hello.
Hi.
And now, you better find my dog or my father will fire you.
Now, Patricia.
My dog costs more money than all the dogs that any of the other children in school have. And want more blue ribbons, too. You better just not come back without my dog. That's all.
I'm sure they'll do a good job, Patricia.
They better. You could see it's the champion. If you know anything about dogs.
It's a very pretty animal.
It took the best of show last week, and I won it back.
Look, Mr. Walters, we'd like to help, but we wouldn't know how to look for a dog from a helicopter.
My secretary will pinpoint the picnic spot for you. You'll stop at every building within a radius of, oh, shall we say 25 miles. Now, the authorities haven't picked up the dog. Most probably some private party has found it.
Well, now, look, Mr. Walters, I'm not sure if it's going to be worth the effort.
You can discuss the financial arrangements with my secretary. There won't be any difficulty about
No,
that.
that's not quite what I meant. I meant we had been looking forward to going on this fishing trip.
Oh, excuse me, won't you? Check that call to Washington, please. Thank you. Gentlemen, the decision is up to you. My advice, for whatever it's worth, I speak now as a businessman, is to take the assignment.
Dog catching will go, a dog catching will go. Hi-ho.
Oh, shut up, P.T.
Well, that's what we are. A couple of dog catchers.
Catching dogs instead of fish.
Yeah. What about that brat Patricia? What a monster.
You're not kidding.
She has no more love for that dog than for a monkey wrench.
My dog cost $1 million. My dog won the blue ribbon.
Nothing about loving the dog or missing it or even needing it. The kid doesn't love anything but herself.
Yeah, her old man's done a great job of bringing her up, hasn't he? Let's drop down a little.
Where did he think he was sending us? This is desolate country.
You know, there's pretty big game up this way. I've hunted up here.
Well, it's a heck of a place to take a child on a picnic.
Don't worry. Old man Morley's probably had his private army standing by to protect her with submachine guns.
Hey, there's a building. Think anyone lives there?
Let's take a look. Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
What's your name?
Meg.
Meg, huh? That's a pretty name. Is this your little dog?
Yes, sir.
What do you call him?
Waggly, because his tail is always wagging. He loves me, and I love him. I love him more than anything else in the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how long have you had Wagley, honey?
3 days. Waggly came looking for me 3 days ago.
Well, look, sweetheart, do you think that maybe Wagley belongs to somebody else and just got lost?
That's what Mommy says, but we don't know who. He's not your dog, is he, mister? You're not going to take Waggly away.
Now, sweetheart, take it easy.
Mommy! Mommy!
Hi. My name's Chuck Martin. This is P.T. Moore.
How do you do?
How do you do? I'm Mrs. Patterson. It isn't every day we have company dropping in from the sky.
They came to take Waggly away.
Was that true, Mr. Martin?
Well, look, could we go over here and talk?
Oh, yes, of course. Meg, you wait over here.
They're not going to take Waggly away, are they?
I don't know, Meg. We'll see.
Mrs. Patterson, we are looking for a dog. It was lost in this vicinity about 3 days ago.
I guess you found your dog.
Oh, well, it's not our dog, Mrs. Patterson. It belongs to our employer, Mr. John Walters of Consolidated Industries. It's his daughter's dog.
I see. Well, I could tell the dog was valuable. I knew someone would come looking for it. I just wish you'd come sooner, that's all. Before Meg got so attached to it.
I know, before the dog got so attached to Meg, huh?
Meg doesn't have very much, especially since her father died. When the dog came to the house that day... Well, I suppose the faster we do this, the better. I'll explain to Meg. I'll try to make her understand.
Mrs. Patterson, we're sorry.
It's not your fault.
Believe me, if the dog were ours.
I know.
Well, I don't know about you, Chuck. I can't do it.
You know what I told you the other day about the dog?
Mrs. Patterson, goodbye. Nice to have met you.
Well, what about the dog?
Goodbye, little girl. You take care of yourself, huh?
What are you going to tell Mr. Walters?
Goodbye, Mrs. Patterson. Okay, P.T., what are we going to do?
You're the smart one, you tell me.
Well, I mean, we don't have any choice. We're taking the man's money. We have to tell him we found the dog.
Then what?
Well, then it's up to him. Let him do what he wants.
Sure, he'll send up some flunky to take the dog away from Meg, and that's that. Sleep well, Chuck, and pleasant dreams.
What else can we do?
Can you help us?
I think I have a dog that might do. Just a moment.
Boy, I hope he's got something back there. There's the 20th pet shop we've been to.
Hey, look at this.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think he looks good.
What do you think?
Identical.
Well, there's an opinion of a professional.
Okay, we'll take him.
How much?
Excellent work. I'm glad you boys saw this thing my way. And in completing the financial end of this matter, I've taken into consideration the promptness with which you did the job.
Well, it's very generous.
I believe in paying for what I get. In that way, I'm sure of getting what I pay for. Well, Patricia, I told you these men would find your dog for you.
That's not my dog.
Sure it is, honey.
That's not my dog.
It looks like this dog, doesn't it?
That's not my dog.
Well, how come you're so sure?
Because my dog is a boy.
Well, I guess we made a little mistake.
Excuse me. Yes. Oh, yes, B.J. Did you check that estimate?
Now what? Well, we shouldn't have lied. I guess we'll just have to tell him the truth.
Yeah, I guess so.
You notice that little girl still didn't say one word about loving the dog or missing it?
I know. She's got as much love and sentiment as a dead fish.
All right, B.J. You call me tomorrow, will you? Right. Well, looks like the search goes on, eh, boys? I'm sincerely sorry about your vacation, but I do want this matter cleared up as quickly as possible.
Excuse me, Mr. Walters. This letter just arrived by special delivery. I thought you might want to read it.
Thank you. It seems that your newfound friend, Mrs. Patterson, has a higher regard for the truth than you boys do. She offers to buy the dog from me at $3 a week. An honest offer, no doubt, but one that I don't think I care to accept. I'm not accustomed to being lied to by my employees, gentlemen.
We'll fly you up to see Mrs. Patterson. You take the dog away from that little girl, if you can. And live with yourself the rest of your life.
Oh, boys. How soon can we take off?
I don't like this helicopter. It's too small and it makes too much noise. And it doesn't go fast enough. I like my father's airplane better. It's much more comfortable. I'm not gonna let them take you away, Waggly.
Morning, Mrs. Patterson.
Morning.
This is Mr. John Walters and his daughter, Patricia.
How do you do, Mrs. Patterson?
Where's my dog?
Oh, we'll get him, Patricia. I received your letter, Mrs. Patterson. It was thoughtful of you to write. Unfortunately, though, I'm afraid we'll have to ask for the dog back.
All right, Mr. Walters.
Sorry, Mrs. Patterson. Oh, I'm sure Mrs. Patterson understands the situation.
Where's my dog? I want my dog now.
Well, Meg was playing with him here just a minute ago. They must be around. Meg! 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 Meg!
I want my dog.
We all do, Patricia.
Will you stop talking about the dog? I want to know where Meg
No,
is.
no, no, Mrs. Patterson, don't be alarmed. I'm sure she'll be right back.
She never goes far away. She can't on account of... She must be out in the woods there somewhere. I've told her never to go out there.
Maybe she knows they've come for the dog. We'll try to find her. Come on, P.T.
fine, Mrs. Patterson.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
There's my dog. Come here. Come here. Come here this minute. I said come here. Come.
Meg, that's the little girl who owns the dog. She's come to take him back. The dog doesn't belong to us, Meg, so we can't keep him. If it was your dog, I mean really your dog, and another little girl had him, you'd want her to give him back to you, wouldn't you?
Oh, I don't want the old thing. You could have him. I don't like this place. Take me home.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Helicopters, and I'm never going to ride in one again.
You don't have to if you don't want to, Patricia.
Our airplane is much better. It cost more money, too, didn't it?
Yes, Patricia. Now, Patricia, what's the matter? What is it, dear?
My dog. I loved him, Daddy. I really did. I really did.
Mr. Walters, I'm afraid we owe you both an apology. It was a wonderful thing you did, Patricia. I guess you do know how to love. Maybe that's what love is, giving up something that's really precious to us.
Mr. Martin, do you still have that little girl dog?